Good morning.
Hey, Jen, good morning.
How you doing? Sorry for the extra noise in the back. You know it's spring break. I have the little person, so how's everybody doing? Don't do that. Don't interrupt. I just said that. You're on the Okay. Parenting, y'all. I know most people that have kids understand. So
We can't hear you.
um not sure.
It's
You still can't hear?
real low.
I don't know. My phone acting up and then my earpiece is not connecting. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me
I
now?
mean, it's still the same. You just sound low.
Oh,
That's all.
okay. Yeah, it's not connecting. Anywho, let's just go right. Technical difficulties. You want to say good morning? All right. All right, my friend. Happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday. So, Jen and I was speaking one day this week, and it was just one of those weeks where we have to stay self-motivated, motivating each other. So we said, how do we keep moving forward with everyday's lives? Like today, it's just real life. And we live in the world where we have to, especially when you're self-employed, you have to stay motivated. So even when you don't have a sale or one sale, or how do we do this? How do we keep pushing forward as business owners? Jen and I are both trichologists and hairstylists, and we have a life as well. We live just like everybody else. So we was talking like, how do we keep moving forward? How do we keep pushing? How do we keep promoting? How do we keep making it happen to promote our business? How do we keep pushing forward in everyday's life or everyday's world with everything that we got going on? Because on top of being business owners, like I said, we have a life as well. So, the bills are still due. Um, You got things that you need to do. We found termites upstairs. Now I got to get a quote for, it's just, and I'm like, I don't want to tent over this. So I'm trying to find other ways to get things done. So that's what I mean. How do we keep moving forward without breaking down? Or even if you have to cry that moment, we're going to give you 5 minutes and then you got to jump up and get it done. So go ahead, Jen.
Well, let's talk about me with a young child, 8 years old, single mom, business owner, 3 businesses. You're my business partner for H2 Grow, Dress Relax Salon CEO, trichologist, social media specialist. I mean, I could go on and on. But for me, it's being resilient. It's understanding, pushing through, being patient, being consistent. But at the end of the day, I am human, and Patricia and I are human. So some of my outlets are going to the gym, no matter what. I dedicate 3 days to find that balance. I take myself out to eat, yes. I do things and celebrate myself, learning to be a little more kind and allowing to have more grace, because Pat will tell you, I'm the hardest person on myself. I'm like, and I could be doing fantastic things, and I'll be like, oh, I ain't do nothing. I didn't create enough success for this moment. Pat was like, are you kidding me right now? Girl, we did about 5,000 things in 1 week. So basically what I'm saying is for Pat and I, we allow ourselves grace. We are each other's accountability partners. So you might want to look for someone that can be supportive, because some days I'm crying and Pat's like, girl, okay, wipe your tears, and this is, okay, what's the situation and how will we create a solution to take it one step at a time, as she always say, girl, if you were in my situation when I had my child, please be happy with what I have. So I'm learning to accept what I have, deal with everything within that moment, and so and celebrate small wins, because we actually bypass the things that we've already achieved because we're looking for this big grand. Oh, I'm selling 5,000 products, a month. Yeah, no. It don't work like that. We're getting small wins to build to get to the next level. So that's just a little bit of what I would share on my side. Also encouraging others. We are not degreed psychologists, but my goodness, when people sit in our chairs, we got to turn our personal hats off and say, okay, let me be a listener, because we're not going to give you advice as a doctor, but we're going to listen and say, oh, okay, and we are encouraging, we're supporting, we are uplifters. That's what our profession gives. And I think a lot of people come to us more for the feeling of therapy, coming for therapy, and then leaving out beautiful applications. So those are just I wanted to share as well, because I see it every day, and I say, what about me? I need to do that for myself. So as entrepreneurs or business owners or working a 9-to-5, you still need to celebrate yourself, take a moment and breathe, because we're not breathing. We're shallow breathing. I'm talking about just take it. So I wanted to add to that. Those are just some things that I wanted to be.
So
we're humans. Don't look at Instagram. Oh, they went. We're doing good, because we're striving hard, and we are very focused, and we are very driven, but it ain't easy.
And I always try to tell people that yes, we make it look easy, but it's not easy. You have to stay motivating. Like you said, you have to have your partner
accountability.
Accountability. We take care of each other. And when you're down, I lift you up. When I'm down, you lift me up. So it's just being grateful for what we have, even the little things that we have, and that we don't give the higher power the credit. You know what I'm saying? So we have to stay lifted up, and we have to take one day at a time, because sometimes we sit and we think about things that have not even happened yet. So you be like, oh, well, how we gonna do this and how we gonna do that? It have not happened yet. So let's take care of what we have to take care of today, and we will deal with that tomorrow or when it happens. Which we're human, it's easier said than done. It's easier for me to say that, but like you said, we just have to take off our hats sometimes, and then what we do, our clients, they do rely on us a lot.
Absolutely.
So at the door, you have to take your personal hat off and put on the professional hat and be there for them.
Exactly.
Because that's what we signed up for. Rather we want to accept it or not, but that's what we signed up for.
Right.
Because I was talking to one of my clients last night. We was talking about, she asked me about also, as a trichologist, cosmetologist, business owner, I am a licensed health and life agent.
Right.
Now, I could get to that a little later. But she wants to become an agent.
Wow.
But she was talking about the studying and the test taking and, you know, and I was like, listen, you're going to study, you're going to take your test, and you will pass, so I think she needed to hear that,
Right.
because it's
Right.
hard when you have a family and you're working and you're paying the bills and you're trying to do this and you're trying to do that. And then on top of that, you're trying to study, so she needed to hear that. So yes, how do we keep moving forward?
Right, for sure. So
You just have to be patient.
a huge conversation, just life in general, right? So there's many falls, but it's how you get up.
Yeah.
If you just fall, okay, put a little band-aid. Ooh, maybe you had to put some stitches. I'm being serious. Like I don't look at failures as a block.
Yes.
So I learned that my failures were lessons. Like, okay, so if I did it that way and it didn't work, but I still got to make stuff happen, what's a different way that's going to be the most efficient and effective way? So you have to go through those pain, but that's how you deal with the pain and how you go through the pain, right? So that's what I've learned personally. So that's what I want to share. And again, that's a whole nother conversation. But I've been in this game for over 25 years in the hair industry. So I've seen things, and as Pat and I know, you have seasons of slow business, steady business, or some people don't even see steady or slow because they're consistent and they have very committed clients based on the person's profession, right? So as stylists too, we come in, we have to choose the right types of clients that actually need our services, because you got some people like, oh, I do it myself. My money a little funny, and then you got that client that their money is not funny and they need us, and every 2 weeks make sure I'm on this book for my services. So for the new stylists, those are some things that I would share, because a lot of times they think it's easy and it's not that easy, but there's always a solution. So don't ever think that you can't find yourself a solution. You just got to be creative, or you ask somebody that's a veteran that's been there. Because if you ask me and Pat, we'd be like, oh, it's the season. What? Okay. School getting ready to come out, so now you got to project what summer is going to look like. Came from Christmas, everybody was shopping, everybody's recovering from Christmas. Okay, you got the new year. How do you shift from out of that? So again, as I'll say, oh my God, Pat, this week was horrible. She's like, well, it's the season. I'm like, oh, right. So sometimes we have to put in front of our faces quarterly, what quarters based upon what's going on in that time because of everyone's movement. So I just wanted to share that as well. But just keep pushing, stay patient, be consistent, stay the course.
Yeah. But as a stylist, I had to learn those slow times and the big, the times that you can make money and the times where it's slow. So I was one of those people that spent money like it was water. I was always shopping. I was always doing something. But then I had to learn. As I got older, I became a little bit more mature. And I started realizing that those things are just not important. So what you have to do is, when you have those busy days, you have to put up for those slow days,
Right.
So those are some things that you have to do when it's slow, So those are some things that I had to learn how to do, over the years of being a stylist,
Exactly.
So it's all about how you prepare, but not saying don't enjoy life. I'm just saying, just put up a little something for those slow days,
So we wanted to just come as we are real people. we're not going to always talk about hair loss, hair restoration, cosmetology stuff. We're going to talk about real situations in our
Yeah.
situation of life where we are pushing forward to build an empire, creating wealth. And so it didn't just, we didn't just throw it in the air and it magically appeared. It was steps. And because Pat and I, we worked as a team. Team needs two people, and we both knew how to. I allowed Pat to be a coach, and I'm a teammate. Okay, what is it? Do I need to do? Let me listen to what she's saying, and let me be what's the word I'm looking for? Let me trust what she needs to say so that I can move forward, or vice versa. Pat will come to me and I'm like, okay, let me be the encourager and she's the listener. So you can't have two Indians and two chiefs. we gotta come in equally, but at the end of the day, we have a form of respect. And I think
Yeah.
people say, how is your partnership working? We are friends, trust and believe. But when it comes to business, because of Pat's ethics and my ethics, I think this is why we're doing well and we're pushing forward and we're making those small wins turn into bigger wins.
Big ones. Mm-hmm.
That's just another thing to let you guys know that nobody's bigger than anybody. And I know when I need to sit back and she will tell me, Jen, yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. Okay, no problem. All right. Let me sit back, let me listen to my big sis, and then, so yes, it's true. We have to be able to respect one another,
Yeah.
and give grace and that opportunity to express. Maybe I am wrong. Okay, let me tell you this example of what you just said. Okay, I get it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. No hard feelings. Okay, good. Pick my face up off the ground. But I've learned to be a lot. It's a growth. I've learned to be so much better. Trust me.
Yeah.
But we encourage each other, and it's all about respecting one another. So I thank you for that. So thank you.
Yeah. And Jen, I really appreciate you. You keep me balanced as well. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, it takes a team. It's not two chiefs and we work together very well, I must say. And I think a lot of it has a lot to do with maturity as well. From the falls that you talked about earlier in life, the failures that we learn how to appreciate one another, because we did a lot by ourselves, and we realize sometimes you do need someone to help you, and don't be afraid to ask for help. And that's where the maturity come in, because sometimes you may be like, you don't fail so many times to the point where you be like, I ain't asking nobody to do nothing. I'm going to try to do everything by myself. And then you still failing. Exactly. Because you still trying to do everything by yourself.
Great point.
So I appreciate you. And yeah.
For sure.
So I'm glad I went to
certification
of our trichology class and I got a chance to meet you.
Same here. It's been a great experience ever since. So I am.
Yeah.
So this is such a great conversation. I'm so glad we did this.
Yeah.
Because
I just felt like people needed to know that we go through our struggles as well. So we're not perfect. It looks easy, but it's not. We just keep moving forward. We stay patient and consistent.
Exactly. Great. This is great. So springtime is approaching.
Yes.
And so I want to celebrate that. We do have some things that we are promoting with microneedling services, with growth factors, and also laser caps and laser services within both of our clinics. So
yes.
We'll go back and speak some more on that so we can give more education on why Pat and I use laser services within our process because I think it's
Yes.
something to understand and what the benefits are. So we're looking forward to this new year, giving you guys some things and understanding on hair loss, hair restoration, and just great tips on how to take care of your hair and your health, because it all connects. Everything is it's all one vessel. You can't try to have great hair and you have an unhealthy body. It's just not, and it's not.
It don't work.
Back to tell you, I mean, my goal is trying to keep weight on my body, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And some people, they want to get rid of the weight. So those are things that people have to struggle with, not changing.
Yeah.
I'm saying that too is also a struggle in a lot of people's lives, where you're like, I work out, I eat right, and still can't get the goals that I want. But if you stay consistent, and you be patient, and you're following the course, it will all happen. It will. It just takes time. Sometimes some takes a little longer than others. So yeah. So did you want to add anything else before we closed out this live? This was
You did a great job, partner.
Partner. I appreciate you. And it is Friday, y'all. What a beautiful day in sunny, sunshine, Florida. So wherever you guys are, I'm sure you guys might have some good weather, and those that don't, we're shining the light on y'all. We're shining it. The summer is approaching at some point. I mean, once spring is here, you're like, oh my God, it's summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
All right. So.
Well, thank you for joining.
Stay consistent. Thank you for joining us. And if you haven't, like and subscribe. We have our YouTube.
Yes.
What's the YouTube page?
It is H2 Grow Hair Care and Products.
Exactly. And looking forward to more of these conversations. So if anyone wants a conversation or a recommendation, just hit us in the DM and we'll talk about it.
And please follow us on all platforms: Facebook, TikTok, like Jan said, YouTube, and of course Instagram.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a beautiful Friday.
Absolutely. Be blessed.
Be blessed. Thanks.